right, the lesson that we're talking about today is the proportional unit, lesson 8, rate of change, part 1. The homework that goes along with this is listed. All right, I would like you to do this problem for a warm-up, so pause the video right now and try this. It says, the graphs below show the number of points you earn in each level of video game. Which games, if any, have a proportional relationship between the number of points you earn and the level of the game? In which game can you earn the most points in level 2? Explain your answer. All right, well, first of all, let's take a look at which graphs are proportional. Remember, a proportional graph is a graph that is a straight line through the origin. A, straight line through the origin, so this one is proportional. Okay, game B, it's a straight line, but it does not go through the origin, so it is not proportional. And in game C, it again is a straight line through the origin, so it is proportional. Now, let's figure out which game you can earn the most points in level 2. Well, let's look at this game. This game, the first level, you get 50 points. The second level, you get 100. So we're getting 50 points per level. Let's look at this one. The first game is 100. The second game is 150. The third game is 200. How much is this going up per game? It's going up, or I'm sorry, per level. It's going up 50 points per level. 50 points per level. But it doesn't start at 0. This one started at 50. So the rate of change here is 50 points per level, but it's not a constant rate of change. It is a constant rate of change, but it's not proportional. This one, the rate of change, it is going up 100 points per level. 100 points per level. So on level 2, here you'll have 200. So in which game can you earn the most points at level 2? C. All right. These two, A and B, have the same rate of change, which is 50 points per level. But B is a little bit more because you start at 50. C is 100 points per level. So you end up with the most. All right. Rate of change. Let's review. Rate of change. Constant of proportionality. And unit rate are all the same. They're all related this way. Y equals kx. Divide both sides by x. And you end up with k is y over x. So that is the rate of change in a proportional relationship. Y over x. Y over x. And linear and proportional, same difference. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these examples. All right. The rate of change here, x, y. And I'm going to show you a little bit differently than they do. Same thing, though. Our rate of change is k, which is y over x. If I do 40 over 5, 80 over 10, 120 over 15, and 160 over 20. The rate of change is going to be 8. And it's $8 per car. $8 per car. Because I can look. Money, car. This is money, cars. So it's $8 per car, and it is proportional. That's the rate of change or unit rate. They're the same exact thing. So let's take a look at these. This is distance and miles per minute. So our rate of change is going to be k is y over x. And if we check every single one of these, 290 over 30. For every single one of them, 580 over 60, 870 over 90, and 1,160 over 120. If you divide those, you will get 9.67, and it is miles per minute. Miles per minute. That is the rate of change or the unit rate. Same thing down here. Find the constant rate of change, x, y. So K is y over x. So 144 over 2, 216 over 3, 288 over 4, 360 over 5. If you divide every single one of those, you're going to get 72 students per bus. Students per bus. All right, on our graph. Our graphs, if they go through the origin and they are a straight line, they are proportional. And on a proportional graph, the unit rate is located at x is 1. So the unit rate is 1 k. K is the unit rate. So wherever x is 1, I can go right up. This graph, it is 60 miles per hour. So our unit rate is 60 miles per hour. And look, that makes sense. Because at 1 hour, we're going 60 miles. At 2 hours, we're going 120. At 3, we're going 180. We are going 60 miles per hour. So what does the point 160 represent? That's exactly what it represents. 60 miles per hour. And again, on a proportional graph, that is a graph that goes through the origin and is a straight line. The unit rate is always located at x is 1. So on the x-axis, 1 will always give you the unit rate. All right, so let's take a look at this. Use the graph to find the constant rate of change in miles per hour while driving in the city. So here we go. This is a proportional graph. At 1, we've gone 30 miles, 2, 60, 3, 90. So what is the unit rate? 0, 0. We went 0 miles in 0 hours. And this is 30 miles per hour. That is the constant rate of change or the unit rate. They are one and the same. All right, let's take a look at this. The table and graph below show the hourly charge to rent a bicycle at 2 different stores. Which store charges more per hour or per bicycle? Explain. So it's actually per hour. This is X, Y. So this is Pedals Rentals. So Pedals, 24 divided by 2, because we're doing K is Y over X. 36 divided by 3 and 48 divided by 2 is $12 per hour. Over here, this is a proportional graph because it goes through 0, 0, and it is a straight line. Go to 1, it's 8. 2 is 16. So our unit rate is $8 per hour. So Pedals Rental charges more. So if you were trying to convince your parents to rent a bike, you would go to Supercycle.